Hello and welcome to the Guide to Virtual Assisting. This course was designed to help you learn how to jump into the gig economy and learn to be a freelance professional working from home as a virtual assistant. So, I'm Jamie from thebrightestside.com, and today we're going to talk all about the steps that you can take to get yourself started on a career working from home as a virtual assistant. So let's jump right into our material and get started talking about how you can set yourself up for success and work from home as a virtual assistant. I want to talk to you a little bit about how I got my start in freelance work, but I'll be brief because this is about how you can start your new business. But the formula that I've created may not be exactly the same as the other stuff that you've seen out there. There are so many great virtual assistants out there. This is groundbreaking work, and a lot of people have dove right into the work and shared their secrets. And I think each one of us has something very specific and very special to add to the table and to make this field so great, because it takes a lot of us to take care of all of the business owners out there. For me, I started over 20 years ago as an American Sign Language interpreter, and I ran my own freelance business working for clients for over 20 years and learned how to navigate the world of running your own business from home. I also did an MLM company, which are very popular right now, multi-level marketing, where you back a product and that company has a system in place for you to share the product and sell it to your friends, family, and other people through all different kinds of ways, social media, networking, all sorts of ways. And I was very successful with my multi-level marketing company. And I still to this day sell their product and I use their product, and I'm a huge fan, and I just thought that I would need another stream of income. So I went looking for the next thing that I could do that would complement my MLM company, and I found virtual assisting. It was very similar to sign language interpreting, whereas I had to still run a company from home and take care of my own clients, take care of my own books, and do all of my own in-home business tasks on my own. So now what I've done is expanded that to working for clients. So I have been able to set myself up for success with very basic computer skills. I did not have high-level skills. My skill set was in sign language interpreting. So when I stepped into virtual assisting, I had very, very basic skill set. And what I found was that people needed that. People needed a very, very basic skill set in order to have an extra set of hands to help them run their own business. So the clients that I've been able to find are people that are either a one-woman show, one-man show, two-woman, two-man show. So small businesses that are running their own businesses similar to me through my home, from home, with little to no other staff members, and I've been able to be their extra set of hands. And when they hire me, they can hire me for productivity. That's all they pay for, is the hours that I'm able to help them. They don't have to pay insurance. They don't have to pay FICA. They don't have to pay for a computer. And they can just hire the set of hands that they need to help them with tasks as they need them. Sometimes people need 1 hour a day. Some people need 1 hour per week. You never know until you jump out there and start connecting with clients. So why virtual assisting? So when I went and looked and started to really think about what I wanted to do, and I saw lots of work at home opportunities. You know, if you've ever Googled work at home, you get a lot of responses and you get a lot of opportunity. And there are things out there. But for me, as a stay-at-home mom, I wanted to do something where I could control what hours I was working and what type of work I was doing and which clients I was working for. So if you're looking for a work at home option that does not have a complicated startup process with any fees or commitments of any kind, virtual assisting is one that you should take a long, hard look at. If you have any prior work experience that's left you with basic computer skills, you do not need to have any in-depth skills to get started in this field, and you can always learn along the way. If you have basic computer skills, talk about checking an inbox, checking a voicemail, composing an email, maybe even making a spreadsheet. Those are basic skills that you can use to start working for clients. If you're a motivated and organized person who can get things done without too much encouragement and too much cheerleading in the background, if you can really be a self-starter and you're an organized individual who can make the time to do this work, then you've already got a leg up on the competition. And we will talk about all the different work personalities in combination with your personality and talk about why those are, positives and negatives for working as a virtual assistant. Another reason why people work as a virtual assistant is if you want the freedom to work from anywhere. Yes, you can work from home. You can also work from a coffee shop. You can work from a shared workspace. You can work from your lounge chair at a pool. And I've even worked from a camper in the middle of Yellowstone National Park. So anywhere you want, you can do this work. It actually can benefit just about anyone who doesn't want a traditional work environment, who's looking to have a more of a digital nomadic lifestyle. But working from home and working remotely is actually nothing new. The difference between working at home and being a completely independent contractor, that's what I want to talk about. So there are jobs where you can put in hours in an office, or you can work directly for a company and you can work from home. There's some great opportunities out there. And the difference between working as a virtual assistant as an independent freelance contractor and having an affiliation with a company, that's where you want to know the difference. So for me, I don't work directly for a company. I have clients. So my clients have their own companies, but I usually don't work directly for their companies. I usually work for the business owner, or I work for an individual entity. So I don't necessarily have a salary coming from a specific company. People do ask me about that all the time. Is this consistent work? And the answer is yes, it can be, but you have to go out there and find your own clients. You can also find businesses that allow you to work from home. But what I'm talking about is learning how to create your own business identity and get out there and find your own clients. So how do we do that? You're going to connect with business owners and independent contractors on different freelancing platforms. That's the first way that I started doing this. There were 2 websites that I found to be really helpful in the beginning for me, and that was Upwork.com and FancyHands.com. I started to take work from both of those websites and realized that I could handle the tasks that people were hiring for. I went through and took very basic, short tasks, sometimes even got paid in 20-minute increments. But what happened was I learned what people were looking for, and I got paid. It was a paid internship, basically. And Upwork does take a bit of your pay. It's very popular right now. It's a little bit harder to break into Upwork now that it's been so inundated, because this field is getting inundated with people from both ends, both that want to hire someone and people looking to be hired. Still worth looking into. Upwork.com is a fantastic platform that actually not so long ago went public and does now have a stock. And I think that's really exciting. This is a field that is growing. It has solid statistics showing that it is going to grow. And I really think that that is the future of freelance. I think people are going to be given this opportunity more and more, and in many different ways, probably ways that we haven't even learned about yet because they're still coming down the pipeline right now, but to work from anywhere in the world for anyone and choose the work that they're doing, which makes them happier, more productive. It's such a wonderful, wonderful way to make a living. And all you have to really have is the motivation to do it and the know-how to get you there, which is what we're going to talk about. So what we're really doing is redefining what work means. Work doesn't have to be grueling and awful and playing nicely with others and not enjoying where you're going. It doesn't have to be that way. You can really take your interests and a few basic skills and make yourself a career from home in a way that makes you happy. So what I'm hoping is that this encourages you and gives you the tools to redefine what work means to you. So people ask me all the time, can I still make money with basic skills? And the answer is yes. You can still make money if you have very basic computer skills. You can simply be someone's extra set of hands. There are basic tasks for every single business, and getting those done for business owners means everything. Every virtual assistant has their own unique set of skills to offer. So every business owner is going to need different tasks. So the key is finding a business owner and a VA that are compatible with each other, that complement each other, and that work well together. And when you find your dream client, it's wonderful because you're both getting needs met and you're doing work that you enjoy and you're doing it in a way that makes sense for each other, and it can be a great relationship for everyone. And business needs are constantly evolving. So if you are able to find a client or 2 or 5 that really like you and that you like them and you enjoy working together, their business is going to grow and evolve. And the more you are involved in daily operations, chances are there's going to be more tasks for you to do and more opportunities to work with people once you get involved in their business. So what we want to do now is think about who you're going to work for and what kind of work you're going to do. Start thinking about all of those things. We're going to go through all of these one at a time and get you going on thinking about what kind of virtual assistant do you want to be and what kind of a virtual assistant can you become. So the next thing we're going to talk about a lot is going to be your work personality. And when I say work personality, that means your skill set. So this involves branding yourself, figuring out who you are, what you're going to do, and how you're going to package your skills. So it's funny, people ask me all the time, what exactly is a virtual assistant? And I mean, it's anything and everything and whatever you want it to be. A virtual assistant is a really, really general term that can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. So I like to add a little bit of humor, and I like to say, well, a virtual assistant can do just about anything except bring you coffee, but I can arrange to have some delivered. So if you're a virtual assistant and you think about the traditional role of an admin or a secretary or administrative assistant, you are performing many of those tasks just from a remote location. So I can't bring you a cup of hot coffee to your desk, but if you're having a business meeting, I can certainly arrange to have some delivered to you. So let's jump right into figuring out more about your work personality and what virtual assisting would look like for you. We have tons of stuff to cover. So roll up your sleeves, get out a pen and paper, and let's talk about what type of virtual assistant you can become.